One bit of advice that we frequently give clients is that if you can absolutely do anything to avoid litigation, you really should do all that you can to avoid litigation, because it can be hideously expensive if you get it wrong. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to me, I'm a barrister who helps you understand law. You may have heard of the Vardy-Rooney case, which was a 7-day trial for libel, defamation, and the leaking of private information. You might have heard that the judgment was in favour of Rooney, in that what she posted was substantially true. Well, coming back to the issue of costs, today the court has ordered that Vardy must pay 90% of Rooney's costs, which are £1.5 million, with a down payment that must be made of £800,000 by the 15th of November. Many people have asked me about costs over the years and what costs are reasonable. Just recently, somebody asked me whether Alex Belfield's costs of over £200,000 was realistic, and absolutely, cases can well be in excess of several £100,000, just as is this case, which highlights here. £1.5 million for a 7-day trial for defamation. So coming back to my original point, we always encourage clients to try to settle a case. And indeed, the court's position is that court should be a last resort, and you should do everything that you possibly can to resolve the issue between parties, or at the very least narrow the issues so by the time you get to court, it is taking as little court time as possible to minimize those costs. Somebody also asked me just recently how much it costs to chase somebody for money owed. Now, this entirely depends on a number of different factors. It depends how much money is owed to a certain degree, but mostly it depends on the lawyer that you engage, how long it takes, how many hours they need to spend on it, what the court fees are, and then ultimately the complexity of the issues when it gets to trial, because that will determine how long the trial is, how complex the matters are, and feed into how long the lawyers need to spend on it, all of which will come to a figure for costs. Not that you will always get all of your costs paid at trial, that's almost never the case. You almost always get a discount off those costs, even if you win your trial. So even if you are absolutely right, you should always try at least to avoid litigation wherever possible. So I'm sure you have lots of questions about costs that I can include in future videos, so please like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.